recent ceasefire talks. Welcome to this episode. Today, we're diving into a sharp and sarcastic open letter that really cuts through the noise around recent ceasefire talks involving Hezbollah, Iran, and the U.S. administration.
Yeah, it's a fascinating read. The letter, penned by David Charles Osborne, also known as Spartan 6 Delta, takes direct aim at how the international media and analysts have portrayed President Trump's handling of the situation. It's not just a critique, it's dripping with sarcasm, mocking the idea that Trump is confused or naive.
Exactly. The letter opens by addressing the global observers, media, and what it calls Tehran's mouthpieces, basically calling out the armchair strategists who think Trump blundered by misunderstanding a ceasefire offer from Nabi Berri, the Lebanese Shiite leader and Hezbollah interlocutor.
Right, Berri offered what the media called a, quote, comprehensive ceasefire, including Israeli withdrawals and all the conditions Hezbollah demands. But Trump supposedly only heard partial de-escalation and prematurely declared progress. The letter says that's not confusion at all.
Yeah, it frames Trump's response as a calculated move. He recognized that Berri's offer was conditional and self-serving, a cornered player trying to lock in maximalist gains before the noose tightens. Trump took the partial concession, used it to shape the narrative, and kept the real leverage firmly in American hands.
That's a crucial point. The letter paints Hezbollah and its Iranian backers as bleeding from sustained operations, with strained supply lines and finances under siege. Their so-called axis.
It's a classic example of strategic patience and calibrated pressure. The letter really.
That's a crucial point. The letter paints Hezbollah and its Iranian backers as bleeding from sustained operations, with strained supply lines and finances under siege. Their so-called axis of resistance is shrinking, turning into a circle of nervous proxies. So Berri's offer isn't a sign of strength, but a signal of weakness.
It's a classic example of strategic patience and calibrated pressure. The letter really emphasizes the broader U.S. approach here. Three main pillars: diplomatic isolation, economic pressure, and military readiness.
Yeah, the diplomats are softening targets by exposing proxy plots and rallying international condemnation against the IRGC and its terror network. Economically, sanctions and asset freezes are squeezing Iran's ability to support its proxies. And militarily, the U.S. forces stand ready, lethal, innovative, and professional, waiting patiently for orders to deliver precise strikes or close combat if necessary.
The sequencing is deliberate. Diplomats soften, the economy squeezes, and the military prepares. It's not reckless bluster, but a doctrine of peace through strength, being executed in real time.
And the letter doesn't hold back on criticizing the legacy media and analysts who previously dismissed maximum pressure policies as reckless or naive. Now those same voices portray Trump as confused or weak. The letter calls this out as desperation, because the strategic script is flipping in favor of U.S. policy.
That media framing misses the point about strategic patience. It's not passivity or confusion. It's an active, deliberate posture designed to drive adversaries mad and force them into defensive postures.
The psychological dimension is really vivid in the letter. Hezbollah is described as a cornered player trying to lock in gains before the noose tightens. The axis of resistance is no longer a formidable front, but a shrinking circle of nervous proxies. That's a powerful metaphor for the current state of play.
It also serves as a warning to Tehran and Beirut not to misread American strength as confusion or weakness. Miscalculations here could be catastrophic.
Absolutely. And the letter closes by framing peace through strength not as a slogan, but as a doctrine actively executed. It challenges the world to recognize the pattern, rather than dismiss it as blunder or naivete.
So, in sum, this letter is a confident, unapologetic assertion that U.S. policy is methodical, effective, and poised to prevail. It's a reminder that narrative control is part of strategic leverage. Shaping the story is as important as shaping the battlefield.
And it underscores the importance of understanding strategic patience as a dynamic, deliberate posture, not weakness or confusion. That's a key takeaway for anyone following Middle East policy or military strategy.
Definitely. It's a nuanced, layered analysis, wrapped in sarcasm but grounded in deep strategic insight. A great piece to unpack for anyone interested in the intersection of diplomacy, military power, and media narratives.
Well said. That's it for today's discussion. Thanks for listening.
Thanks. Talk soon. Welcome to this episode. Today, we're diving into a sharp and sarcastic